taking that comfortable seat on your chair, just checking that your feet are hip-width distance apart and they're flat on the mat. You can place your hands on your lap, palms facing up or down, or you can take a mudra of your choice. Alternately, you can bring your hands in prayer, or sometimes what people like to do and what I like to do is placing your right hand on your belly, and you can leave one hand on your lap, or you can place right hand on the belly and the left hand on your heart. So taking something that resonates with you and coming into a comfortable seated position. Eyes can be closed. If you choose to leave them open, then focus in front on something that isn't moving and soften your gaze. Hi, Joanne. And just observe your natural breath. Perhaps you're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, or perhaps you're breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. Take the time right now to just observe how you're breathing. And if you have one hand on your belly, notice if your belly is moving at all. Feel your spine and your back nice and tall, crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling. Then try to find your center, physical center. So shoulders above hips. And to do this, you might want to maybe just rock a little bit forward and backward, maybe side to side, until you come to your centered, comfortable, effortless, seated pose. And continue to breathe. Hi, Tricia. Continue to breathe and observe without judging. Notice perhaps ideas, thoughts, feelings that are coming up. Notice your reaction to them without judging yourself or the ideas. So become aware, acknowledge, and then let them go. Let them melt away with every exhale that you expel. I always think, and I'm going to say this more often, that the first 5-10 minutes and the last 5-10 minutes of a yoga practice are the most important times during that whole half hour, 45-minute, hour, hour and a half practice, in my opinion. And for many, they're often the most difficult because we're so used to having an active mind, an active body, that sometimes it becomes difficult to just sit or lie down and just focus on one thing. So I ask you tonight to honor and listen to your body and to focus on your breath. And when the little voices come into your head, say hi to them and then say goodbye. So we'll begin our gentle evening yoga practice with about 20 minutes of the joint freeing practice. We'll begin with the joints in our toes and move all the way up to our shoulders. And we will do this tonight, connecting our breath to our movements and slowing things down. If your eyes were closed, slowly blink them open. And we'll take a look down at our toes. Inhale, spread your toes nice and wide. Exhale, bring them back on the mat. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, spread the toes wide. Exhale, place them back on the mat. 1 more time. And then let's place our right heel on the mat, lifting the right toes up. Inhale, scrunch the toes. Exhale, spread the toes wide. 2 more times. Inhale, scrunch. Exhale, spread. And then bring the right foot back on the mat, left foot. Left heel on the mat, lift the left toes. Inhale, scrunch the toes, curl them. Exhale, spread the toes wide. 2 more times. Beautiful. And then we'll extend that right leg, lifting your foot off the mat. Inhale, point the toes. Exhale, bring the toes towards you. Push out through the heel. One last time. Beautiful. Place the right foot down, left foot. Inhale, point the toes away. Exhale, push out through the heel, bring the toes towards you. So we're moving our ankle joint here. And 1 last time. Lifting the right foot off the mat again. This time we're going to rotate the ankle joint. So you can rotate either right or left. Inhale, one way. Exhale the other way. 2 more times. And once more. Feeling and hearing the cricks and cracks, which is a good thing actually, because we're getting that joint moving. We're getting the synovial fluid in there. Left foot or other foot for you. Don't worry too much here if it's right or left or right. Just do the other foot now. Inhale one way, exhale the other way. One more time. And then place both feet on the mat. Let's take a mindful inhale and exhale and notice how your ankles are feeling. I'm feeling a little bit of heat right now in the ankles, and they're feeling kind of like energized or alive. I don't know about you. Perhaps you feel something, perhaps you don't, and that's totally okay. We'll work on the knee joint now, working our way up, moving that energy in our body, getting the joints lubricated, getting that blood flowing and circulating in a very gentle, kind, yet effective way. So you can clasp your hands under your thigh. If you can't do that, then you can just grab a hold of your pant leg and pull on it to hold that leg up, or you can grab a strap or tie and put it under your thigh and use a little bit of bicep arm strength and hold that leg up. So we're going to inhale, straighten the leg, exhale, bring the leg back down, moving the knee joint. So as you're doing these joint freeing movements, I invite you to think, mentally think, and put your attention and focus towards the joint that you're moving, and see if that changes anything with you. So 3 to 5 times here, and then place that foot back on the mat. Lift the other leg, and again, inhale, extend. Exhale, flex, bring it back. Inhale, exhale. Let's do one more. Beautiful. And then place that down. Notice how the knees are feeling now. Let's stand and move the hip joint. So you can come behind your chair so that you can use your chair for support if you wish, but I'm going to move the chair out to the side. So we'll place most of our weight, I want you to see me, we'll place most of our weight on our left leg. We'll inhale, bring the right leg out, exhale, bring it back. Focusing on the hip joint. Notice how my torso and spine are not moving and are straight. You can have a slight bend in your standing leg. Inhale, exhale, bring it back to meet the other leg. Inhale, exhale, bring it back. Other leg. Inhale out, exhale, bring it back to meet the other leg. Inhale, exhale. Sometimes I also like to just put my hand on the hip there and feel. One more time. Beautiful. Other leg. This time we're going to go inhale forward. Exhale, bring the leg back. Noticing I'm not tipping my upper body forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Other leg. Inhale up, exhale back. Using your chair for support. Don't be afraid to use that chair. This is not a balancing pose. We're just moving, bringing some motion into the hip joint. So hold on to that chair. and then bring it back. Okay, so now we're going back to our right leg or your other leg, and we're going to open, externally rotate, and internally rotate. So just be mindful to try to keep your torso forward, your hips kind of square, but maintain that kind of subtle softness also if you can, all right? So, and we're rotating. Just imagine that your knee is pointing out. So inhale, exhale. Bring the knee in towards the other leg. Mine is slightly over it. So inhale, exhale. Two more times. And then the other side. And notice perhaps that one side might have a little bit more mobility and range of motion than the other side. Just become aware of that. Just notice that. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One last time. Beautiful. Let's lift the chair, bring it back to center, and for you, you'll probably just walk in front of your chair, sitting comfortably back again on your chair. Let's work on the fingers and move our way up to the wrists, the elbows, and the shoulders. So hands are in front. Let's just wiggle the fingers. Make different movements with them. And maybe the other way. Kind of play with this. Just get them moving. And then inhale, squeeze them in a fist. Exhale, spread them nice and wide. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then bringing some movement into the wrist. So we can do this one way. And then we can reverse the movement. Not going too fast, trying to keep it with your breath. And then we can bring our hands back into a fist, fingers in a fist, and rotate the wrists one way, and then the other way. And then come back to neutral. Bending the arms, bringing our elbows towards our side ribs. Inhale, extend the arms straight, palms facing forward. Exhale, bend the arms, bring the palms and fingertips to the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Two more times. Connect with your elbow and your breath. And then release. Come back to neutral. Let's move now to our shoulder blades. So we'll place our fingertips on our shoulders. I like to imagine I've got coconuts on my shoulders because I love coconuts and I love the tropics. but perhaps you'd like to imagine your favorite fruit. So we're holding on to that. We're inhaling, bringing the elbows towards the front. Exhaling, bring them back. So connect with your shoulder blades. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Beautiful. And then release. Now here we're going to bring our arms out to the side. If you cannot reach your arms all the way up above your head, not a problem. Here's a modification for you. You can inhale to the height that you feel comfortable with, where there is no pain, and then you can exhale back down. For those of you that are okay with lifting all the way up, we'll do that. Okay? Palms are facing out. Take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, reverse the palms, facing down, back to your sides. Inhale. Exhale, palms facing down. Continue for a few more. Nice tall spine. Our last one. Beautiful. And our last shoulder joint movement. Bringing your arms up in cactus. Elbows at shoulder height, but if you can't do that, then you can definitely bring your elbows down a little bit more towards your side. Palms are facing forward. Take an inhale here. Exhale, roll the hands. Palms go back. Inhale. Exhale. Reach the arms back. Not moving the torso at all if you can. This is just to lubricate and move that shoulder joint. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Wonderful. We'll stand up again and we'll move into our spine lengthening. A little bit of lengthening and stretching of our hamstrings and calves. We'll come into tabletop, or we also say cat and cow in yoga. Come up off your seat. Bend your legs. Pick up your chair. Straighten the legs. Bend the legs again. Place your chair. Notice I'm not using my back at all to lift and place the chair back down. Really important that you use your biggest muscle, which is in your legs, quadricep. Okay, how's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. So setting up in front of your chair. Your feet are hip width distance apart in a comfortable stand. And then come forward, placing both hands on the seat of your chair. Just take a look that your shoulders are above your wrist and that your ankles are below your hips. Now here we want to really focus on the spine. We don't want the head to go up and down. So keep the neck and the head in neutral position as much as you can. You can bring a little bend in your knees if you need to. We'll take an inhale, reach out through the head, engage your belly, shoulders back. Exhale, push down through the hands, round your spine. Inhale, shoulders back, gazes in front of the back of the chair. Exhale, round your back, push out through the hands. Inhale, open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades, nice long spine. Exhale, round the spine. One more time. Then come back to a neutral spine. You can walk closer up to the chair and your legs and come up. A nice straight back. And we're going to come back on our chair. Sitting comfortably on our chair, the last of this joint freeing series is a side bend. And then we'll do a gentle twist. So please have a block or a book or a Kleenex box. Or another thing that works really well is a toilet paper roll, like full of paper, a new toilet paper roll. But we'll come to that later. Okay, sitting comfortably on our chair. You can place your right hand on the chair, a little bit back for some stability. Now again, if you can't bring your arm all the way up and over, then you can bend your arm and place the top of your hand and forearm on your lower back, or you can even just place your hand on your hip and you can still get a nice side bend. You choose your comfortable arm position. So I will do it this way for this side, and then the other side I'll lift my arm to show you. And here we go. Take an inhale, nice tall spine. Exhale, bend over to the right. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bend over to the right. Notice how my chest is not collapsing. I'm not coming forward. My neck is in line with my torso. Feeling the stretch between the waist and your armpit. Other side. Inhale the arm up. Exhale. Reach over and bend towards the left. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, bend over. 2 more times. Inhale, come back up. Release that hand. Now here's the time to place a block or a book, a Kleenex box, or that toilet paper roll. I don't know if you've got one handy. I'm looking at the extra ones we have in the basement right in front of me. But and if you don't have any of these things, that's okay too. Just perhaps if you don't have them, then you'll want to bring your legs together and feet together. So let me do it with legs together, feet together first. But if you've got a block, then you can place it in between your thighs. And we'll twist to the right. So inhaling, arms up. Exhale, twist from your waist over to the right. You're not using any force here. Inhale. Exhale, twist. And again, if you can't bring the arms all the way up, then just halfway. Exhale, twist. Try to keep your head in line with your torso. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, twist gently. Come back to center. We're twisting to the left now. Inhale. Exhale, twist from the waist. Inhale. And really feel the twisting from that midline. These gentle twists, especially at this time, or hopefully you've had your dinner a couple hours ago, will really help to massage the internal organs, will help with digestion, and will definitely help too, should help with elimination. Coming back to center, placing our hands comfortably on our lap, closing our eyes here. I invite you to take 5 slow, steady breaths. Listening to how our body feels. And then slowly opening the eyes, coming back to the present moment. We're going to get up off of our chair and set up for some lunges. One more side bend and some twists. So the way I'd like you to get up off your chair this time, we're actually going to do some chair pose. So if you've got that block or Kleenex box, you can definitely place it in between your legs. Bring your heels back towards your chair, sitting at the very top of your chair. Hands can be in prayer. Definitely bring your arms up above, biceps beside your ears, just to strengthen your back muscles if you wish. And we'll take an inhale, we'll squeeze the block, and we'll come up off our chair a couple inches. So taking an inhale, squeeze the block. Exhale, come up off the chair, still squeezing the block. Take an inhale, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, can you just come down an inch? Inhale, come up, nice tall back. Exhale, come down. Pressing into your feet, especially the backs of your feet. Perhaps your toes will lift up. Gaze is in front. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Try not to sit back down on your chair. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down. And now this time, inhale, slowly come all the way up. Remove that block. And then carefully pick up your chair. And you're going to turn it so that the back of your chair is facing you. Perfect. Okay, coming about a foot or so away from your chair, inhale, step the right foot back behind you into a lunge. Option here to bend that right leg or keep it straight. Very nice generous bend in your front leg. And just check that that knee is above your ankle. You can hold on to the chair with your left hand. Inhale the right hand up. Exhale, bend over to the left. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bend. Alternately, if you can't lift your arm up like that, bending it is another option on your lower back. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Option to stay here for a breath or two. And then inhale, come back up. Place that hand on the back of the chair, bending both legs, and bring that right foot to meet your left. Take a breath here and notice how your right side feels. And on your next inhale, bring that left foot back behind you in a lunge. Again, option to bend the leg here or straighten it with a little micro bend. Check that your front knee is above your ankle. Using your right hand this time on the back of the chair for support and balance. The left arm is straight out by your side. Take an inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bend and reach up and over to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, reach. Let's do this 2 more times. Beautiful connection with breath and movement. And then option to hold it here for a couple of breaths. And then bringing that arm back down, bending both legs, and bring that left foot to meet the right. Take a moment here. Notice how your whole left side feels. Take an inhale. Let's step that right foot back again. We're going into a twist in our lunge. So we'll use the right hand as support on our chair, bending the left arm, placing that left arm on our lower back. Take an inhale. Exhale, twisting from our waist over to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale. Trying to keep our chin and our head just above our torso, not twisting the head. Now this time when we twist, option to hold. Option to also look behind you over your left shoulder. And exhale, come back to center. Release that arm behind you, place it on the top of the chair. Inhale, bend both legs and bring that right foot to meet the left. Take a mindful inhale and exhale here. Notice how you feel when we did that twist. And then take an inhale again and bring left foot back behind you in a lunge. Holding on now to the back of the chair for stability with your left hand. Bend that right arm, place it on your lower back. Facing the chair, take an inhale. Exhale, twist to the right this time. Inhale, come back to center. Twisting only from the waist, middle and upper torso. Keeping those hips stable and square. Exhale. Inhale forward. Now on the exhale, twist. Option to hold. Option to turn your head if you can. Gaze behind your right shoulder. Perhaps noticing that your breath is a little bit more shallow. Totally okay. It's very normal. Take an inhale. Exhale. Come back to center. Placing both hands now on the back of that chair. Bend both legs. Step that left foot forward. Take a mindful inhale and exhale here. We'll come back to sit on our chair and set up for camel. Actually, I'll turn it this way. Okay, so for your camel, come to sit towards the front of your chair. If you've got a block, you can place it on your middle to lower. You don't need to. You can go without. And what we'll do is grab, so you're going to externally rotate those shoulders. We've warmed them up with the joint freeing series. So we can do this by rotating your palms out to the side towards the back. And then bring those hands back behind you. Grab onto the chair, either the seat or the arms of the chair. So shoulders are above hips. And then you're back bending, opening the chest, gaze is in front. You reach down. And this is where a block or that paper towel, the toilet roll there, can help. Because it'll keep your torso in line with your hips. You can push back on that. Shining that chest open, opening your heart. Back bend. One more inhale. And exhale, release the hands. Straightening the back, removing any props that you've used. And setting up for hand to big toe. This is where your strap will come in really handy. Hand to big toe is a beautiful, wonderful stretch for the whole back side of your leg. Your glutes. So we'll start with the right leg. Now here you can use a strap or a belt if you brought one, and place it in the middle of your foot, like so. So if you've got that, you can do this way. I know some people can grab a hold of their toe and do it this way. Or again, place your hands under. Okay. But the best would be a strap or a belt. So I'm going to use that. Left foot is comfortably on the mat. you're sitting in the middle or the top of your chair. You've got a good grip on that belt or tie. Leg is straight, or you can have a bend in your leg if your hamstrings are quite tight tonight. We'll inhale, raise the leg up. Exhale, bring it level to the other leg. Inhale, keeping your back nice and tall, shoulders in line with your hips. Inhale, exhale, parallel to the floor. Now the next one here, we're going to inhale, exhale, holding it here for a couple of breaths, pushing out through that heel, bringing the toes towards you. So you're flexing that ankle, bending at the ankle. And on your next exhale, release. Bend the right leg, remove the strap. Bring that right foot back on the mat. Notice how your leg feels. And let's set up for the other side. And here we go. Take an inhale. Exhale. Bring the leg up towards you. Nice tall back, shoulders on top of hips. Bring it back down. Inhale. Exhale, come up. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, and then we'll go for that option to have a static hold. Inhale, push out through the heel, toes towards you. Exhale. Breathing here, in and out. Using a little bit of arm and bicep strength here too. One more inhale. And exhale, slowly release, bend that leg. And you can place your strap to the side. We're going to finish with the last 3 poses on the mat. Come up off your chair, place your chair off to the side. But keep it close by because one of your Shavasana options can be to place your calves on top of the chair. Sitting in the middle of your mat, we're going to come down with our back on our mat. Bring a block or a book or that toilet paper roll. Beautiful. Bring your heels in towards your glutes. Nice flat back, flat tailbone. Toes are pointing in front. Maybe your heels are a tiny bit out. You can place that block in between your thighs. Roll your shoulders under. Tuck your chin. Press down into all 4 corners of your feet. Press down firmly on the mat. Squeeze the block. Take an inhale. Exhale. Lift the pelvis. Come up. Pressing down in your shoulders. Inhale. Come back down. Exhale. Squeeze. Lift the pelvis. Come up. Exhale. Sorry. Come back down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Come back down. Exhale. Option to hold here for a couple of breaths. pressing down on your feet, squeezing that block, tucking your chin. And on your next exhale, come down vertebrae by vertebrae. Tailbone will come down last. Remove the block, place it to the side. Take an inhale, bring both knees in towards your belly and chest. Give them a nice hug. Perhaps here you might want to massage your lower back just by rocking side to side. And then coming to stillness, squeezing them in a little bit more. And as you do that, can you keep your tailbone on the ground? And then exhale, release. Allow your knees to fall to one side. Push yourself up gently and slowly. And we'll bring our calves to the top of the chair as we rest in stillness in our final pose for tonight. Might want to bring a pillow or a towel or a blanket for your head if that's comfortable for you. And so come to sit on your mat, your side body to the front of your chair. Bring your hands behind you. Scoot your bum towards the outside of that chair. And then first lift one leg up so one calf is on the seat of the chair and then the other. Nice and slowly and mindfully. And then slowly come down using your arms to help you. Oh, beautiful. That lined up perfectly. Tucking your chin under. Arms are away from your body, palms facing up. Or you can bring one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Yogi's choice. Closing your eyes here. Soft lips. Perhaps there's a little space in between your teeth. Allow your tongue to drop if it's on the roof of the mouth. And begin to feel your body very, very heavy. With each exhale, can you get heavier? Can you feel each point of your body that touches the mat? Can you feel those points getting heavier? And for the next moment and breath, can you come into complete stillness, resisting the urge to move, knowing that this is only temporary, and that too shall pass. And if we give it less importance and less attention, it will eventually go away. so slowly. Begin to bring a little bit of movement in your toes, in your fingers, perhaps turning your head side to side. Keep your eyes closed. There is absolutely no rush whatsoever to come up to a seated position. In fact, you don't even need to do that tonight. I will to close the practice, but please feel free to stay here for as long as you need. And if you are joining me in closing our practice, then I invite you to come to a seated position on your mat. I also invite you to bring your hands to prayer, with our thumbs gently pressing against the sternum, bowing our heads. Thank you so much for joining me, for coming out onto your mat tonight, for giving yourself this time. I'm very grateful to have practiced with you. And let us bring this feeling that we have of peace, joy, relaxation, and calmness to bed with us tonight, and have a restful, deep sleep. Bringing our thumbs up to our third eye in between our eyebrows. Humbly and in gratitude, we bow forward, recognizing the light and love in ourselves and in each and every one of us. Together we say, Namaste.